what is the yellow stuff?
Read this up here.
Matthew, we don't understand what you're telling us.
Matthew, what is the yellow stuff?
Yeah, the ones on the nest on Miss October. Remember the ones on the
October?
They were so flippy. I loved them.
They were so
Now they're all gone.
So they had a different kind of buggy in October?
What was it, Matthew? I don't know.
Now the flippy stuff are.
Was it a bench buggy?
Was it at this Home Depot?
It was.
Or another Home Depot?
It was at this home.
Are you sure? I don't know when we've been to this Home Depot.
Oh, I think I brought him, but I don't remember putting him in a
It
buggy.
Well,
was.
just hold my hand. Do you want to get in the basket and walk, or do you want to walk?
I just want to walk.
Yeah, it's starting to rain more. Let's go across the street. Matthew, what are we looking for?
We are the my flippy thing.
All right, well, go look in your room. Go look on the floor.
I'm telling you.
Matthew, what you thinking about?
I'm thinking about Georgia.
You are not. You always say that now when I ask you, and I know you're not thinking about Georgia.
Yes, I am. I love to think about Georgia.
Hey, Matthew, can you tell me what you're thinking about? Blanc. What are you thinking about? What's your... Are you watching your...
You're not out of that. Come on. Mommy.
Tell her maybe go the other way. Go that
Maybe
way.
go the other way. Maybe go the other way. Just try.
Okay, go. Eyes peeper. Nose smeller. Lips. Taster. Chin. Chopper.
Can I do that?
I will. I'll do it in a minute. Now we have to do
Mousy.
mousy, mousy. Here we go. Mousy, mouse. Little
Hands are so cold.
Whose hands are cold?
Maddie's.
Daddy's.
And her fingers, nails are cold.
Going up to Matthew's house. Matthew's home and all alone. Now I'm gonna give you an Eskimo kiss. You ready? Did you do it too? Eskimo.
I did it. Butterfly. Eskimo.
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 You know I love you.
Yes. Yes. Mommy,
Do I love you this much?
this much.
No, even more. I love you all the way to the moon. Isn't that right, Maddie?
You love me. Right?
We're making a mommy sandwich.
Mommy, I'm so excited I could pop a tire.
What are you excited about?
Mystery eater, of course.
Of course. All right, we're almost ready.
Particularly happy. What did others do that was so much better? The little hedgehog wondered. I'll have to go and see for myself. Perhaps I'll learn something from them. So, tie up a knapsack and headed off. See, here he is. He's moving out. Suddenly, a tortoise sped by Miko. Hey, tortoise, wait a minute, cried Miko. Why are you running? I'm in training, she panted. Training for what? Asked the little hedgehog. Training to be the fastest tortoise in the world. Miko scratched his forehead. Isn't it a bit difficult able to run with such a heavy shell on your back? But should we try chameleon tricks for staying out of bed in places? It isn't apt to work because most people tell us by our faces.
So what was that story about, that poem?
Camouflage. I am studying camouflage in school. Aha, and this is the last story. It's shorter than the other one. It is called The Artist. What's this? What's that? I drew a pussycat. I'll scare you. Now who scares who? That is the end of mystery.
Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Plunk and I'm here to share my experience with autism. I will begin by delivering a brief autobiography. I was born in Colorado to a pair of math teachers who to this day are my biggest supporters. I then moved to Virginia where I obtained a wonderful sister and an autism diagnosis. Ever since I've been in Georgia, I have been experiencing multiple different sorts of therapies: physical, occupational, psychological, service dogs, and currently I am on medications which regulate both my mood and my impulsivity. I was at first very, very hostile in therapy toward my family, and then I sort of became warmer toward them through homeschooling and a special needs preschool. I actually never attended a formal kindergarten. That is why in 2008 I was applied and accepted into the Lionheart School, a special needs school. At first I thought that all my freedom had automatically disappeared. The love and gentleness that I felt from my family was just completely absent. I felt alone, scared, oppressed. Then after 2 years at Lionheart, I realized that all these mysterious adults and kids who seemed to think I was strange were actually in my corner, and by the time it had come to an end, I had come to trust them. That is one of the reasons why I was accepted into Mill Springs Academy in 2013. It was there that I learned what it really is like to be a teenager, to be truly oppressed, to be truly betrayed. I won't go into any details of what happened at that school. But at any rate, I was accepted into Wesleyan in 2014, and I'm currently in my second year there. I am a 9th grader, taking all honors classes, and I'm active in the marching band, the academic bowl team, and the track and field team. But I am also, I acted in the 8th grade, and, sorry, and I have more friends than I could possibly imagine. But there are some things that autism makes difficult for me, such as being able to have made those friends. So the main strategy that I have used is mainly drifting between different conversations. For example, when I'm in a large group, I'll go to one conversation, and when it becomes less stimulating, I'll move over to the next, and then on to the next, and then eventually I'll just have made a bunch of friends at different levels, because some of the conversations will have gotten very long, and other times it will have just been small talk. And then there are some things that autism makes easy for me, such as placing 3rd at the GISA Spelling Bee and 9th 2 consecutive times at the state levels of the geography bee. I am immensely thankful for my autism because I choose not to view it as a disability, but as a great ability. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions, anybody? None? Okay. Yes, Chase.
How did the service dog help you?
The service, that is such a good question. I am actually one of the first people ever to have received the service dog for autism, and essentially what it did was the immense weight of the dog would serve as a tether so that when I got really intense or impulsive, I couldn't get more than 2 feet from the dog because its immense weight would simply arrest my motion. gave up the service dog in 2008 for a slightly smaller dog. And then I finally gave up service dogs and switched over to medications completely in 2010. Any other questions? Yes, Dr. Ramsey.
Matthew, what do you like best about yours?
I think what I like best about my autism is really the way it allows me to think. The reason I am so good at geography B's and all that stuff is that, ask me a question about geography.
What's the capital of Outer Mongolia?
See, I can just simply visualize a map of Outer Mongolia and I can provide you the answer is Ulaanbaatar.
Wow.
It works with spelling as well because I can simply study the origins of languages. I study Latin, Greek, German, Japanese, all sorts of different languages, and then I can categorize spelling. So if I'm provided with a word like Schussboomer, I can think that's German Schussbooner. Any other questions? Thank you. I do not have any immediately discernible side effects. I think every once in a while my escitalopram causes insomnia, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't talked to my psychiatrist yet. And it's not a huge problem, like one night I won't be able to sleep and then the next night I'll sleep like a lot. Yes.
Do you think Wesleyan has provided you like a safe environment?
The safest, in fact. I have so many friends there, especially sort of transitioning from my last school. My last school, as I mentioned earlier, all the teachers oppressed me, the students hated me. I really had no friends at that school. Everyone whom I thought was my friend would either A, end up betraying me, or B, I'd end up in frequent arguments with them and finally sort of forget that they existed. So now that I'm at Wesleyan, I have a great many friends that I've met through so many different atmospheres. Some through academics, others through marching band and acting and all sorts of other social media.
And what about your teachers? And what about your teachers? How do you feel like they?
My teachers, on the other hand, I feel like are very nice to me. They care about me academically. They seem to want to work with me instead of, which only a couple of Mill Springs teachers wanted to do.
What do you think is your biggest challenge now? What are you working hardest on?
My biggest challenge is probably either staying organized or talking in a quiet voice around my family.
Okay, now Dad's got to interject.
What brought me here? What do you mean?
Like, why did you come here?
Why did I come here? Because Dr. Ramsey and Ms. Meisner invited me here.
He's also a Kids Georgia member and has been almost since the inception of the group.
Yes.
And we invited Matthew here because Matthew is exactly the kind of person that we want to tell us really how we should be doing our research. And so I hope that Matthew will come and see us again and again, and we will always be welcome in this building.
Thank you.
Matthew, tell them what you would like to do when you get older.
I'm really not exactly sure what I would like to do when I would get older, but I've always thought about going into a STEAM job, and it sometimes varies. Sometimes I feel like becoming a drummer, other times I feel like becoming a doctor or even a lawyer, maybe at some times I've even thought about becoming an engineer. You.
My question, how old are you, Matthew?
I am 15 years old.
At 15, I mean, clearly at 15 there's not much, future or professionalism as you just talked about that you'd be thinking of. But with your acknowledgement of the fact that you have autism at a younger age versus your 15 age now, and all of those children who think about their future, Has your schooling, your therapy, your training, has that given you a better vision and a better hope for being able to facilitate in a more professional environment versus what you may have felt isolated prior to?
I would say yes, very much so.
Like, do you feel you'll be comfortable going to college, working a job with other
I
people?
always wanted to go to college and work in a professional environment. Anyone else?
I just want to say thank you
Yes.
for sharing your story. And I think you're one of the bravest people I know. And you are a walking example of the work that happens here at Marcus and why they work so hard to research. And you certainly exemplify that autism is an ability